And good evening, Doug Rozier here. I was teaching for the awesome newcomer track, and one of the classes that I did was a connection class, so I'm just going to briefly go over the fundamentals. One of the things that we worked on very early was just working on the release of the arm, so we just kind of did some things where we just kind of moved away from each other, letting the arm release, talking about letting that connection get to the body, and the timing of that was before the flight on 1. So what we did is we had both leaders and followers leave their heel up on 6 and then transfer their weight back to the heel, and as they were doing that, just letting that arm release, not letting it collapse, but letting the arm release, getting to the body. When you kind of set that hook and you have that body, then you just take a nice easy 1. So it really less is more, minimizes all the work, staying relaxed. We call this an anchor, going anchor 1. It's also the and before 1, so when you go 5 and 6, you have and it's creating this separation, this stretch, 1. And then for some rules that we were talking about for connection, the follower's role is to go only as far or as fast as the leader asks on the 1, so you create that stretch, that and. You're going to step the same distance, so if the guy steps small, you're going to step small. If the leader takes the body big, you take that and you follow that. And if the leader doesn't go anywhere, you still just transfer it into your foot and travel. So that's the follower's role. For leaders, we talked about the building blocks of a pattern: move her, shape her, leave her alone. So making sure the 1 is just doing your and, doing the 1, and if you're doing like a left side pass, you shape on count 2, and then you let her be. You just let her dance through the pattern. I'll do it again this side. So we have her and, move her, shape her, leave her alone, triple step, underarm turn. A lot of people do shape her, that pulls on her. So we did a move her, shape her, leave her alone, triple step. For followers, we talked about being able to practice on the wall, so don't forget that. Very difficult to emulate that here, but you were just placing your hand nice and gently against the wall. Set your foot up, and you would anchor from the wall, move into the wall, and make sure that you never leave the wall, because that would be pulling on your partner. And then that carries over to your partner where here's the wall. Okay? So you move away from the wall on the anchor, you dance to the wall, you post away from the wall, triple step. The last thing that we talked about, as far as connection and flight, followers move the same distance as the leaders on 1. They stay on that side on count 2. 3 and, you share the slot. 3 and, 4 is the new home. 4, triple, 5 and 6. Always finishing with your elbow just slightly ahead of your torso. So if Becky's leading and I'm following, I'm always finishing with a relaxed arm. I don't want to be pulling up, I don't want to be clamping down. Relaxed arm, elbow just slightly ahead of the torso so that there's room for me to breathe. If I have a really aggressive leader who's a little bit stronger or pulls, I keep all my technique the same. I just get closer so that when that leader pulls on that, I have a room to let that energy kind of dissolve, kind of absorb that energy. And on the flip side of things, if I have a leader that doesn't go anywhere, I'll finish a little bit deeper so that I can create that connection on my own and get that away and go, never compromising or changing the technique through the body. That was pretty much our hour class. Have fun with that. Thank you all very much. MADjam player signing out.